Hello, everyone. I believe we are live. Just gonna do my usual logging into various apps and so forth. Doc, hello. David, hello. Bula, hello. Hope everyone is doing well this morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. Let me know if you can hear me. We are back in the Shen Cup. Gonna watch Doubt take on Sito. And I believe I'm just gonna go hit the play button. Ayo, Doc. How is the day down under? Hopefully the internet allows us to have a nice viewing experience. Lemmy, hello, hello. Nice to catch you live again. Let's take a look. We're in now round of 16, best of 7s still. I believe it's like Warlords, where everything's a best of 7 right up until the final. Lagging pretty hard. All the indicators on my end seem to be fine. Let's see if it... David, maybe try refreshing? Catherine, hello. Chester, nice to see you as well. So, game number 1 in this best of 7, we've got Sito as the Ethiopians in red. We've got Doubt as the Hindustanis in blue. Catherine half distracted with Age of Empires. Yeah, now, David, I'm getting a message from YouTube. Oh, that Canadian internet. Ooh, Hung Solo is in the house. Good farkin' morning from Australia. Well, good morning to you as well. So game number 1 has some pretty fun civilizations. We saw a lot of Hindustani yesterday, I think. And, okay. So not Age of Empires, but well, we're okay with that. Saw a lot of Hindustanis yesterday. The last game with the Viper. No, not the last game with the Viper. There was a the Gulam game was pretty fun to watch last night. But for now, let's take a look at the starting basis, starting positions. Distance between the two players seems to be a medium distance. Sito, primary gold off to the side, primary stone off to the side. A little forest to the rear, a couple of little forests to the front where his beautiful yellow lemon bushes as well. No buffering issues. Yeah, I'm sure it's like on and off, but I see an error message, of course, on my YouTube app that says there's not enough data. I don't know what that means. Sometimes there's just sometimes there's just strangeness happening with the YouTube app. Yeah, Fire did beat the Viper with Hindustanis. Hindustanis, on paper, are such a powerful civilization. Anytime you have any kind of villager related things like the Persians, Aztecs, etc. But I don't know what their overall win rate really is. Extra stone, extra gold to the rear. Where's your other gold patch? It is forward, but not perhaps on the attack path. So decent base for Sito. Easy to wall off the front. Just has to keep an eye out for north and south. Whereas, oh my goodness, Doubt's base. Open to the north, open to the west. Little forest to the south and little forests on the top right. Primary gold off to the side as well. Primary stone off to the side, but more in the forward position. And both his extra golds are in the forward position. Where's his extra stone? Right up here next to where the goats are. We'll see if our Hindustani... In Poland, Bula is baggy. Like what you get at the grocery store. Now they've started charging here for Bulas to save the environment and all. First paper bags were going to save the environment, then plastic bags were going to save the environment. Now fabric bags are going to save the environment. Looks like Doubt's creating a bit of a wall off, a funnel shape. Should be another wall off heading this way where this one villager is. I'm sure he's just waiting for what exactly? Doubt plopped down some wood for a barracks. That's probably what he was waiting for now. Having spent that wood, he is going to start walling off the south and the west. South and southwest. South by southwest, like the festival. Looks like our Ethiopian is going to discover where his opponent is located. So 2 decent camel civilizations. Ooh, does find the primary goal. So both players finding each other at roughly the same time. Doubt, of course, risking it for some idle time on those villagers. Looks like Sito preferring to discover and then move around. Oh, never mind. He's risking it as well. No garrisoning here for our Hindustani. I forgot that Australians say brekkie instead of breakfast as slang. Sorry guys, I think my chat again froze. Doc, there used to be a sandwich shop in Toronto, the only Australian sandwich shop that had Vegemite, which of course I had never heard of, except for the Men Down Under song, Land Down Under. The men at work, not you like how I went full cast of empires and combined those. Men at Work, Land Down Under, where she made him a Vegemite sandwich, but I unfortunately have never tried it. Lemmy, you best believe we're gonna see some Doubt shenanigans. I mean, we have to. Otherwise, what's the hell? What the hell's the point of watching the Doubt cast? Now, I was gonna put the Viper Mihai set, but unfortunately, I can't seem to locate those games. I don't know if they played on some kind of private server or they just didn't record those games. I for some reason on AoE2 Rex, they don't show up. On AoE2 Insights, they don't show up. Oh, a bagel. Okay. Bagels are so delicious. So carb intensive, though. Okay, looks like Sito's the one putting on some kind of aggression here with a single unit of all kinds. Got a militiaman with a billy club, spearman with a big old spear, and a horse. Moving very far away from his companions here as a... Okay, 4 archers are moving forward. Somewhere here in the ether is a blue scout. There he is. Oh, Bula, 3-week holiday. Are you planning on doing anything? 3-week holiday. That is a nice holiday to have. That's something we don't have in North America, unless you've, like, banked vacation days. No one here has 3-week holidays. A ton of butter and just a little bit of Vegemite, and it's amazing. Okay, all right, I will remember that. Like I said, there is that one Australian restaurant whose name I can never remember. It's like a little kiosk hole-in-the-wall type of restaurant. But they do have Vegemite. And they do have meat pies, which I'm told is also a thing in Australia. Armies are circling each other. Archers are counted by the skirmishers. Skirmishers are, I would say, normally countered by these... the militia, not so much the militia, but the scout, but there's only 1 scout and there are 6 skirmishers. So this Hindustani army is pretty scary, and is it any surprise that Sito wants nothing to do with it? As he discovers, oh, wait a second, probably not smart to engage into this. And now it's his turn to wonder where in the ether are these units. Ooh, Doubt moving a little bit too close. And archers on the high ground do manage to gun down that scout before he can maneuver away. Cheese as well. So Vegemite, butter, and cheese. Okay. I mean, I've got 2 of those ingredients in my fridge. Not too sure where I'm going to find Vegemite outside. Maybe on Uber Eats. I'll Google it. I'll search for it. Not tasty and not horrible. It's kind of meh. All right. I mean, that's better than it being horrible. And it looks like our Ethiopian is banking a decent amount of food and gold. Doubt himself has less gold, but more food. So it looks like we're going to hit castle at approximately the same time. Looks like militaries are going to be what they are. I don't see anyone training any units. And for the first time in 2 years, the second I say that, they are not actually training more units. Usually when I say the players are training or have stopped training units, they begin training them in earnest. Spearman down, villager down for our Hindustani, but not the biggest of deals for them with their discounted villagers. Now I believe they are 13% off, and Doubt is housed. And he's going to be... Okay, never mind. I thought he was going to be in a bit of trouble here, but nuh-uh. Already has a house up, and now 2 more. We'll give him a decent amount of population space. Our Ethiopian goes up first. Remember, the Ethiopians do get 100 free free food and gold every time they go up in age. And so, in theory, should be easier to go up to castle age with the Ethiopians than the Hindustanis, who they do have a food savings on villagers. But I'm not too sure exactly when that savings kicks in. Has Spirit of the Law ever done a video on when the Hindustani cheaper villager kicks in? Because let's say it's 5% cheaper, so it's 2.5 food per villager, and on average, let's say you go up with 20 villagers, that's 50 extra food. That's not exactly a crazy amount. But then in feudal, once you start going up to the 39, for example, villager count, like our Hindustani is, I wonder when it actually starts kicking in the discounts. Okay. Our Hindustani doing what you should do when you go up to the next age, 1.5 minutes behind your opponent, which is put the pressure on their side of the map, although he has a ways to go. This is actually, I said it's a medium rush distance. This kind of looks like a pretty long rush distance here between the 2 bases. RTS Gaming with Arjun Bali. Hello, hello. Food of Empires in full swing in the chat. I cannot get into spam. I tried spam once in my life and I just said no thank you. Although then you go to Walmart and there's like 5 different varieties of spam now. There's like chipotle spam and caramel spam and honey spam and sugar spam, forward siege workshop spam from our Ethiopian, crossbow spam. Remember, these are the fastest firing crossbows when fully upgraded. They are 18% faster as a base, and then you throw in thumb ring, and man oh man do they fire as fast as a Mangadai. So Doubt, even though he didn't keep the pressure on his opponent, is going to hit castle age, not having taken too bad of a pounding here. Aside from losing that 1 villager, which has nothing to do with his uptime, mostly nothing to do with his uptime. He didn't lose anything but a couple of skirmishers, it looks like. He's going up to elite skirmishers, but he has been knocked off his primary gold, and this is where position of resources matters, because secondary gold, tertiary gold, both lamed in the sense that he cannot safely mine them. Why is Sito pivoting to the south? He's discovered a town center, but keep the pressure on the gold. The Hindustanis are not a trash civilization. They need gold for those hand cannoneers, for those camels, for those gulams, for anything. Look at these ballsy crossbows just entering into 2 death zones here. Although Doubt doesn't look like he's reacting. Both players are at 40 villagers. It looks like another villager did die, if that's what that is, but there is a second villager kill for our Ethiopian. Chili spam. James Webb, hello, hello. Sergey, hello as well. The stream did stop. Oh my goodness. Can you guys still hear my voice? Or did it just completely end? Bear with me, I'm just going to refresh on my end here. Okay, we should be back. as it is our Ethiopian who's putting on the pressure with the heavy hitters of the Ethiopians. Not quite upgraded to their heavy hitting status, but the base is there. Mangonels, crossbows, some light cavalry units here, scouts that are going to try to maneuver, try to snipe as much as they can, but a stable and a siege workshop as well for our Hindustani, who off the back of 3 town centers to the 1 of our Ethiopian does take a nice 9 villager lead. Harshith didn't never stopped. Okay. Yeah, now it's showing me that the stream is fine. So let me zoom out a little bit, which is not something I really like to do. But Ethiopian outposts, remember, they come with 3 extra line of sight, so they're going to be able to see so much. This villager here on the top left might want to build one down south, and then he'll have absolute perfect vision of everything that Dowd is doing. Because again, he sees all the villagers, he sees the town centers. By the way, 3 town centers have now become 2. A couple of knights should be able to clear up these skirmishers. They do have 1 armor upgrade. Town center being repaired, but there's 3, 4 mangonels, a scorpion, a 5th mangonel on the way. Okay, I thought the knights would succeed, but the skirmishers wisely enter into the town center protective radius. It certainly is starting to look a bit like a GG. That being said, our Hindustani is still ahead in villagers. The problem is he's got nowhere to run. Sito sees everything to the north. Like I said, he might want to place an outpost here to the south, and Dowd's running. Where is he going, though? He's at 80 population. He is capped. Villagers have not really run away that... Okay, well, there you go. Sito takes game number 1 in a decisive 27-minute pressure cooker of a game. And let's see the stats. Crossbows to skirmishers, mangonel, only 5. For some reason, I thought he had a lot more than that. Peak APM, 18 minutes. Peak APM for Doubt. Mr. Yo style right at the 10-second mark. Economies, about 10% apart. Not really that long of a game. No conversions. 4 buildings raised. Kill count, 11 villager kills to 0, 31 to 19. So, yeah, the pressure is just way too much. I'm not too sure why the Hindustanis underperform this much in tournament settings. I don't know. But let's take a look at game number 2 in any event. Hopefully the internet doesn't give us any more issues. And we are back in game number 2. Sito this time has the Mongols in red. Doubt is the Lithuanians. So a historic matchup. Let's take a look at where the resources are. Oh, I forgot to give us the vision of the players so we can see how they maneuver their geese around the map. I said earlier that Doubt doesn't really seem like he wants to win a lot, and he just kind of having fun with it, but then people in the chat corrected me. And so I'm curious to see how exactly he performs in these tournament settings. I'm sure there's people in the chat who know much better than I do, having watched a lot more tournaments than I have. All right. Primary gold for our Lithuanian, kind of exposed to the left. Primary stone also exposed to the right. Forests in a triangle shape, one in the attack position on the attack path. So a pretty open base here for our Lithuanian, who has extra gold to the back. His berries are to the back, extra gold. Okay, so Doubt this time has both his extra golds to the rear. Has he seen these gobbles? No, he hasn't. He is on the other side of the map. Oh my goodness, did Sito try to take one of the boars? There's one. These guys are not working away. Oh my goodness, Sito, I think, tried to to steal one of the boars. Oh my goodness, let's go. Let's see if Doubt can avenge or at least deny this boar thievery. And here we go. We wanted to see shenanigans, and it's actually Sito with the shenanigans. I mean, this must be laming Doubt's micro at home so much. At this point, don't you just go after your opponent's boars? There's one to the rear. There's one off to the side. Has Doubt discovered any of it? No. Ouch. So 340 food just taken away from the Lithuanian civilization. That is very unfortunate, but we'll see if Doubt decides to counter it. Oh, he sees the hunter. What's he gonna do? This is what we saw on in the Empire Wars games, where they try to put their scout in front of the villager so that the boar can catch up and kill the villager. Oh, he's gonna discover. He's gonna discover. Let's see if he tries to take. No. Doubt, too much of a gentleman. Oh, but no, wait a second. Is Red anywhere close to here? Where's Red Scout? Red Scout is on a collision course here if he pivots to the left. Oh, is he gonna get it? It looks like Doubt, by the way, is going for the... He gets 2 more geese. Oh no! What lucky fortuitous movement here. Sito didn't notice. Gobble, gobble. Sito didn't notice. Oh, that's so sour. Is he gonna notice these ones? Oh my goodness, I don't know why the mouse is derping out. Wow. So he loses a boar, 340 food, but then he gets 400 food in return. And remember, the Lithuanians already start with 100 extra food because they have a town center. Oh my goodness. John Yang, you joined at the perfect time. We are having boar thefts. We are having turkey robberies. Wow. That was very sour for Doubt, and then now it's incredibly sour for Sito. He is now at a 160 food deficit against his opponent. And our Lithuanian is heading up to feudal age roughly at the same time off the back of one less villager, which tells me somebody here got loom and somebody skipped loom. Yeah, our Mongol skipped loom. Our Lithuanian got loom. He is housed for a hot second until his house goes up. Bornhanigans and turkey heists. Grand Theft Turkey. Early game lemon gameplay. There must be a way to teeth your opponent's berries after all of this, but what a hilarious turn of events here. I mean, in a low elo to mid elo game, I would imagine a lot of players would resign at this point if they were Doubt in the beginning or Sito now, right? I mean, you hear stories of people saying, especially on Reddit, they're all about, oh, I lost my boar, so what the hell can I do? Well, watch this game and fight right back. Doubt. Forget anything I said about him not wanting to win the game. The fighting spirit is here with our Lithuanian. Thanks, taking. That's funny. And they both hit feudal. Literally milliseconds apart. That was pretty fun. Now he's pushing deer. Where is Red Scout? Also pushing deer. He's got 1 deer left here. Oh, look at that. Look at how nice this deer is. He just advanced like 4 tiles for free. Oh, but then stubborn deer going the long way. It's such an annoying animal. Okay. Okay. What the... Is it gonna run all the way around to here? Where the hell is this deer going? What is this programming? It's so skittish. It is not going anywhere that the scout is pointing it to. Now it's supposed to go here. Yeah, okay. And I think Sito's had enough. Man, are the deer so strange in this game. That effing deer. And honestly, it's no other animal. I've never seen a gazelle do that. I've never seen an ibex do that. Never seen a zebra do that. Even though, again, I understand this is just the skin and the underlying code must be the same for a deer as it is for every other pushable. Okay. A little bit of a poking and a prodding here from two spearmen. I think red can get caught out here. If Doubt decides to engage, the HP on the scouts is pretty decent. Doubt missed an opportunity in this little gully, this valley here, to have put his scouts up here, spearmen here, and try to get the high ground on that spearman. He would have taken one poke, which is only 18 HP, and then would have killed the spearman. Now the spearman is joining with his buddy, just like the grade 5 buddy system here. And now they're a bit more of a tougher nut to crack, especially for just 3 scouts, and especially, by the way, when you see in a second that your opponent has added 5 of his own scouts. And Sito moving to intercept. Fantastic moving out of him. Doubt. Let's see how he, if he at all manages to evade this. Yeah, he does. Zygos, buenas noches. That was fun. That was so far in game number 2. What the hell is this? That was a nice little 28 palisade wall off. Or maybe 26. I think I caught these two. So far, shenanigans in the food industry. Shenanigans with maneuverability of units. Sito very much walling in his base. Our Mongol, our Lithuanian, both are actually walling themselves in. Interesting civ matchup. I think both of them have been top tier pretty consistently. Oh yeah, Mongols, especially with a kind of a castle age rush, get those step lancers out. But to be fair, Lithuanian spearmen and skirmishers do move faster than normal, come with extra pierce armor if we get to that stage of the game. And their TCs can have extra range, which makes them pretty safe from any kind of early castle siege if he was so inclined. It is a good map for Doubt. Last map was absolutely terrible for Doubt with both his secondary and third gold exposed to the front. By the way, Doubt has not taken his turkeys. So actually, oh, he hasn't even seen the frickin' turkeys. He must assume that Sito took the gobbles. Will the scout discover them? So he's actually not ahead food at all. He's down 40 food right now. Oh, he's gonna see. Is he gonna see? Oh yeah. Is he gonna destroy one of his palisades? Oh, but look at this. Look at this. A raiding party is coming. He immediately destroy this palisade. Send the turkeys to the rear. Oh yeah, they run circles around these spearmen. But like I said, the Lithuanian spearmen a little bit harder to run circles around. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Outruns the gauntlet, loses a scout for it. And now Sito has 2 kills. Turkeys staying very safe away off the radar. Let me exactly. Against early game melee, this is fine. But once your opponent starts adding in archers, once they start adding skirmishers, any kind of range is absolutely terrible. And you know why he's building a double? Because of those frickin' step lancers that we're probably going to see in a minute and 40 seconds. They have 1 range. Which I guess technically means if he puts a step lancer here in the corner, it can attack a villager here in the corner, right? Oh, houses are in trouble. One of them is burning down. The last thing you want to do is spend your last remaining stone on this annoying wall off. You built a tower, now you're building a gate. You're building a wall off to the right. Oh no, the gate's only got 300 HP. Cancel it, cancel it. No, why did I think it had 300 HP? It says 700 HP. Oh, but enough's enough. Our Lithuanian hitting Castle Age first has scared his opponent away. By the way, where are the relics for Doubt? Beautiful. 1 to the top right, one to the top left, and one to the bottom left. The gobble gobbles are making their way. This is 200 free food. Do not look a gift horse in the mouth, says our Lithuanian, who is housed. Oh no, and he's gonna be housed for a while. Knights right now, no forging, no relics. How many relics has Dowd actually seen? Oh my goodness, only this one. Has not seen the relic to the top right. Has not seen the relic to the bottom left. And so Spearmen already protecting, because of course there's going to be light cavalry scouts in this case trying to snipe any monk silly enough to try to get that relic. Oh, Catherine, moonshine. Oh, damn. It has been a long time since I've had any kind of homemade liquor. Double wall off is also starting for our Mongol, who forgets Step Lancers is going Cav Archers. Remember, their Cav Archers do fire faster. So far, Sito is taking advantage of the faster firing units of his civilizations. Crossbows last game. Cav Archers this game. Looks like a bloodbath and a bit of a star shape of Spearmen. What's the HP left on these knights? Pretty good. Oh, Doubt loses a monk. Doubt loses 2 monks. Attempting to get into the base, but the Cav Archers will be able to shoo that away, I think. And now the Feudal Age army dies to the top left, but there are scouts inside the base. Not too sure they're going to accomplish very much. And now it's Sito's turn. Pardon me, Sito's turn to display his micro and his Deke ability. Apple flavored. Oh no, Deke denied as they just wedge themselves into a corner and then end up dying. Okay, so Sito not paying attention. Let's see what he's doing at home because he wasn't paying attention. University almost up. Second Town Center almost up. Triple range play for him. Stable just for probably bloodlines and the husbandry upgrades. Oh, Catherine, I read apple flavored. Apple pie flavored. I don't think I've ever had alcohol that's apple pie flavored. Our Mongol is getting into dangerous territory now. He's going to have bloodlines. He's getting ballistics. He already has 16 Cav Archers. And our Lithuanian still does not have a monk, although the dot over here has disappeared, which tells me the blue monk is returning home with the spoils of war. Oh, and now Dowd's gonna have to sacrifice a knight or two to save this monk. Let's see. Let's see it. Oh, they see just the tip of the monk. But really, for the Lithuanians, if they want any kind of advantage, they have to get 3 relics. Unlike the Georgians who get Blast Furnace, the Lithuanians do not get Blast Furnace. And so if they get 2 relics, it puts them basically on par with most other civilizations. And then if they want any kind of advantage, they need 1 more. And now, an Age of Empires trope of the quicker moving Cav Archer and the slower moving Knight, who even with husbandry will not catch up to those Cav Archers unless they let him, unless they pivot this way, that way. The Lithuanian is down 7 villagers. He's got 1 town center to the 2 of his opponents. If his opponent's singular. Has he seen the relic to the top right, bottom left? No, still has not. Lithuanian adding a few rocks to his arsenal. I'm surprised he's not going skirmishers, to be fair. They are a little bit more mobile than normal, which is pretty much what you need if you're turtling up. They can move from here to here in a few seconds. But Dowd doesn't have the wood for an archery range. Oh no. These are not human archery ranges. These are full price. Oh yeah, let me. Yeah, in that regard, absolutely. And by the way, in Castle Age with 2 relics, they do have an advantage over everyone else because no one else has Blast Furnace in the Castle Age. I should have qualified it by saying Imperial Age. And just factoring in the attack upgrades themselves, not like the cost. But oh my goodness, another band of cav archers. Oh, this time a bunch on the high ground. One conversion dead. That is losing monks. This is a lot of gold that he's wasting. Our Mongol is housed at 100, building a stable. I don't see a house anywhere here. Although he does complete it right as he gets housed. A volley absolutely shits the bed. Second volley also shits. Never mind. Clips a bit of HP. But these are now 70 HP Mongol cav archers. Ooh. Darting in, darting out. Is there another mango being trained here? No, he does not have the wood. Doubt does not have the wood. Let's take a look at his forests. Unobstructed. This one's no longer in play. You might want to expand a little bit southward. Has discovered the relic to the bottom left. And it looks like a relic here to the left was taken by who? Oh, well, since red has no monks, I'm assuming it was taken by blue. Cav archers taking a bit of a break. Their HP isn't great. They're down a third of their HP, which is not a good thing for a cav archer, because if they ever find themselves in this situation, well, in this case, it looks like 2 knights and 1 cav archer died. Dowd has prioritized armor upgrades for his knights, which is great. But now we've got some Mongol camels out as well underneath. Oh my god, this is a triple death ball here. Cav archers, camels, and a town center. I'm surprised that any of these knights made it out alive. Yeah, okay. Doubt realizes he's a little bit too... Oh, are we gonna have a sweep? Doubt realizes he's a little bit too far behind here. 46 cav archers. He has failed to stop the Castle Age death ball. And even though, again, like I said, they're down more than a third of their HP, there's not much that he can do. Where are the monks with the relics? 2 relic, 3, 4. Where is the 5th relic? Who the hell has this 5th relic? Am I feel like I'm blind. Where? Oh no, never mind. Sorry. Dowd didn't see the relic to the bottom left. He took the relic that was on the left side of the map. Oh, so he long distance got that relic. Yeah, he still hasn't seen this relic. He still hasn't seen this relic. Okay, my bad. In any event, you know, once you let your opponent, especially as the Mongols, go ape shit on the cav archers, 39 going up to 44, and now he started throwing in some camels. There is nothing that your heavy and plodding knight can do here. Yeah, cav archers to knights, monks to monks, camels to monks. My goodness, not monks to monks. Peak APM for Sito right at the beginning. Peak APM. Oh my goodness, look at that. 211, 236. As short as this game was, we did get to see boar shenanigans, turkey thievery. Yeah, it's just a pretty fun game. Our Mongol gets a little bit of stone. Our Lithuanian gets a little bit of gold from the relics. Gold mining, basically identical. Food gathering, identical. Wood, very much to our Mongol. How did Dowd have so little wood at the end of the day with 2 uninterrupted forest lines? Oh, never forget uninterrupted. Looks like a couple of villagers did die here when those cav archers were here. 40 kills to 19, 5 villagers to 1, but I think the real story is Dowd just realizes he's too far behind. He is absolutely way too far behind. Unless he starts throwing skirmishers at his opponent, which are not the quickest unit, so a defensive kind of play, there's not much that he can do. Surprised that hasn't found the relics closer to him. Yeah, it's gotta. You'd think that it would be a priority for the Lithuanians to suss out on the map where the relics are located. But in any event, let's move on to game number 3. Hopefully it's not a rout. Banter, nice to catch you live again. Zulak, hello, hello. Mick, hello, hello to you as well. Mick, I think this is the first time we're catching you live, right? It's been cast lately. Oh yeah, today's video, Mysterio versus Doubt. I mean, that was just such a fun game to watch and cast. That's probably your favorite player. It's hard to bet on him against opponents. I hope it isn't a sweep either. Although maybe Banter's right. Maybe Dad is just kind of playing it cool and setting up a 7-game streak. The Ray, you lost the ruler you keep under your pillow. How else am I supposed to know how long you've slept? But I'm ching. Zulok with the puns. Yeah, Mick, I mean, like I always say, until they invent gambling on Age of Empires, there's really no incentive to favor one player over the other. And honestly, these players, they are fighting their hearts out. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here with Doubt's Ostrich? Why is it slowly gobbling all the way home? What the hell is this? Can you follow an ostrich on Capture Age? Yes, you can. Well, there you go. What the hell was that? In any event, oh, okay, Doubt's the Saracens in blue. And the Malians. Oh, I mean, the Saracens' big weakness with their unique unit, the Mameluke, is camels. And these camels come with +7 attack. That being said, they're +5 attack with Farimba. That +5 attack against 25% more HP. Let's see big camel wars in this game. It's a dad joke. Michael Conley, hello, and welcome. Okay, Mick. Fair enough. Gustrago says, start the game already. And yeah, everybody, if you like lemon bushes, if you like ostriches that for some reason inexplicably return to their feeding grounds, do hit that like button. Oh, now we've got competing dad jokes in the chat. Let's take a look at the bases before I completely join in on the fun. Gold to the rear of our Malian base, which is pretty damn good for the Malians with their 10% more drop off. Primary stone exposed to the front, extra gold exposed to the front, stone to the rear. And where is your third pile of gold? Ooh, it's here to the south. Rhino does fall. I like the location of these ostriches. This is basically pretty much a straight line to the town center, as is this. Although this ostrich at least has a gold pile in the way. Speaking of that, primary gold for our Saracen. Very exposed here in a very open left side of the settlement. Primary stone off to the rear. Pushes to the front, extra gold to the bottom left. And where is the extra stone? Up top. Forests providing little to no coverage here for our Saracen. One kind of, but not really in the forward position, but same exact thing for our Malian. So let's look at the map, the attack path. Pretty damn open in front of Doubt. Although there is a big open clearing here. Not a lot of high ground near their the forward positions, but this is crazy. Okay, you've just got a giant boil, a giant goiter in the back of your base, say the developers to Doubt, who 6 minutes in has already walled off his entire base. This is a pretty bonkers wall off 6 minutes into the game. I mean, this is a lot of villager downtime that is not being spent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villagers are now not gathering resources. Does this go to the edge of the map? Yes, it does. This goes to the edge of the map as well. So our Saracen is secure. And remember, they only pay a 5% VIG when they buy and sell resources. So with that market quote-unquote abuse that some people like to call it, we'll see if Doubt heads up to Castle Age. He is a minute behind his opponent going up to Feudal. Big surprise. Half of your economic workforce is on construction duty. But that basically means he's safe and sound. For now. Dum. Axel thinks this is a boring game where you make a city? He's moving out tomorrow. Ouch. Oh, that's funny, David. I don't have a lot of dad jokes. I just really enjoyed dad jokes. No, Mick, I was talking about you. The cringier, the better. Lemmy, I don't know if he's feeling defensive or on edge or nervous, or if this is just going to be a very fast castle out of him, because he's already at 400 food, is our Saracen, and there are no villagers on gold here. He's definitely selling that stone, right? He's definitely selling that stone. He has discovered where his opponent is located. Yeah, there's that Saracen market. They only cost 75 wood, which makes them such an amazing structure for turtling up. Ooh, banter. That's a tough question. Like I said, you have camels with 25% more attack versus camels with a +5 for Rimba attack. And look at this. Sito says, "Hey, I like your style, man. Where can I get a pair of those walling jeans?" And then he walls himself in a very bizarre, very grade 5 geometry shape base. And Doubt sees none of it, to be fair. Arena, yeah, that's funny, Gustrago. Somebody posted a funny meme on Reddit where Arabia players play like Arena and Arena players play like Arabia. I forget exactly what it was, but I found it very funny. Yeah, Doubt's stone is gone. He is gathering more here. Is our Saracen. He is throwing in a couple of scouts. That's 160 food that he is taking away from his going up to Castle Age fund. You never made a dad joke in your life? I don't think I've ever made a dad joke in my life, but I love dad jokes. Mick can be number 2. All right. We got a couple of, well, I was going to say Mick plural, but that kind of sounds like a slur for the Irish. And we have a couple of pair of derricks as well, or not a pair, but a cluster of derricks. Yeah, Doc, exactly. 5. 4 of them spell their name the exact same way, and one is a, you know, a rebel derrick. Okay. Doubt is heading up to the Castle Age. He sold wood. He sold the extra stone that he got. Is he still on stone? Town centers or castle? Mamelukes? Or villagers? Our Malian is housed. Oh, no. Oh, this is going to take a few seconds to build. And it's kind of hard to say. The scores are not that dissimilar. So I don't know if Sito is going to catch that Doubt is heading up to Quick Castle. Although, to be fair, when you're playing against the Saracen in a high elo game, it's a fairly good bet your opponent is going fast castle with that market. Oh, Catherine. Banter, was that a spelling mistake or was that autocorrect? In any event, as we saw last game, when you make your resources part of the wall off, it is fantastic against melee units, not so against ranged units. Although, to be fair, he is just selling stone. Selling stone. Oh no, but what happens if his stone operation is jeopardized? We'll see. Let's see in 11 seconds exactly what red decides to do once blue hits Castle Age. Let's see at 0. And are you going to stick around? Are you going to retreat to the other side of the map? Are you going home? It looks like he might be going home here. Yeah. Okay. Does not want to risk any of these units. It's hard to say if he should have towered the gold because that's 125 stone that he does not have. He's going light cavalry. I don't think there's anything particularly special about Saracen light cavalry units. He's got 6 scouts out on the map, so not a bad upgrade to get, to be fair. They look like they are full health, just down 8 HP. Banter, fair enough. Uh-oh. There is a scout inside the Saracen base, and he's gonna die here because the wall off has been closed and 2 villagers are moving forward. Maybe an offensive tower out of our Saracen. A minute and a half away from castle is our Malian, who builds a very visible archery range here as part of his wall off. You like Saracens, but you're way too incompetent to use their market bonus. It's there's an article that was written many years ago by the player who invented the market bonus, abuse, use, whatever you want to call it, for the Saracens. And first blood is drawn at the 19-minute mark of the game. Holy shit, that Malian scout did survive. And oh, good vision from Sito. So the originator, the creator of the fast castle Saracen strategy from like 15 years ago, 10-15 years ago, wrote an entire article about when it just basically comes down to what is the selling price and what is the purchase price, and staying within the limits and knowing when it's more efficient to buy or when it's more efficient to sell. And also has to do with gathering rates. So you need to know gathering rates for gold and food, for example. And then you need to know at what price is it better to buy or sell. And that's it. So if you can keep a few numbers in your head, or at least maybe put a post-it note on your computer, you should be just fine. Unlike this villager, who tried to do it without a post-it note, took a bunch of rocks to the face, and now he dead. Just like these 2 crossbows to the back. Knights are being... I mean, the Saracen knights and light cavalry? I did not expect that. That was not on my bingo card today. Good attack round. Shoos away the pikeman. Clips one of the crossbows on the way out. Zygo Sito won the last game. I normally would say spoiler alert, but it's 2-0 in the series. And yes, a very forward siege workshop. The Saracens do have the counterweights upgrade that adds 15% extra attack on their siege units. Remember, knights for the Saracens, I believe, are as good as it gets. Oh no. Does catch, does clip one of the villies. He's gonna clip this one too if he's not careful. They're like the Teutons who cap out at a scout. They cap out at a knight. They are not supposed to be a knight civilization. They are supposed to very much be a camel Mameluke civilization. As to be fair are the Malians, unless you want to build some of those Farimba light cavalry units, which attack on a ridiculous 14. Gonna be annoying for the Saracens with the primary gold is Doubt, by the way, is not mining any gold at all. He got so scared here. And like you guys said, he could just put a tower there if he wanted to be on fair. And there another market? This is what I'm talking about. Because it's a 4x4 structure, it's such a perfect wall off building, and it only costs 75 wood instead of 175. So it is an eminently usable building to wall off. By the way, primary stone is almost all gone. 13. Okay, there is still one full patch. Oh, and finally, Sito decides to explore this part of the map and realize, hey, this is where you're getting your economy from. Why is Doubt being so hesitant to engage into here? Oh, this is such a death corner. If only the mangonels were here. If only there was any kind of ranged unit that could abuse this. But the pikemen are guarding the mouth of the alley. The crossbows are behind. Both players have killed 2 villagers a pop. What's in you? A mangonel. We all want to see an archer pancake. Hey, Tyler. Extra town center. Ooh, okay, so now he secures the gold. Extra town center. Really? Interesting location. I guess he can't really put it anywhere next to the stone, right? This is, I mean, this is gross. This is really gross location here. Army counts more than double for our Malian. He is keeping a pace with the Saracen villager count, though. Oh, yeah. Good luck with that farm. Cancel it. Cancel it. You're going to lose the wood. Cancel it. I don't know if he canceled it or not. Pikemen do sacrifice themselves, but now it looks like the coast is clear for the knights to move in on these crossbows. Why are they not moving in on the crossbows? Is he afraid? Oh, he's just waiting for the mangonel to show up. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Maybe a little bit too slow to the party. Doughty Victs runs the villagers back into the TC. What are you? You are still the same force that was attacking here. Where's your camel, by the way? Another town center. I mean, did he need the mangonel? He waited so long for that mangonel to show up all the way from here, and then in the end he just surrounded it and killed it all with knights. Sometimes the pro players make moves that I just can't understand. But ours is not to question why. Ours is just to watch and enjoy, to be honest. Oh no, more villager kills here. Okay, they back away. Doubt is being very cautious right now. For a fast castle, no gold, only stone play out of our Saracen, the last 10 minutes have been kind of meh. He tried a little bit of aggression here, and then he kind of just went meh. Enough's enough. This is a lot of crossbows, though. A lot of exposed and dead crossbows here on the left side. Red is finally starting to micro, takes a bunch of rocks to the face. I think the Mango has one more volley in it, but beautiful splits out of Cito, who sacrifices the crossbows on the left so he can close on the Mango. Villagers running so forward to try to repair. Good pancake there. So far, 5 kills for this Mangonel, 7 kills for the Mangonel. Wow, those knights did not need to die. And Cito's entire offensive force has been reset. He's ahead 1 army count. He is down 3 villagers. He is also going up to a 3rd town center. That works in mysterious ways. I mean, definitely, like I said, when you've been in Castle Age for 10 minutes and you sacrifice so much of your economy in the beginning of the game to get there with those 5 constructing villagers, you haven't even finished your lemon bushes. You're now finally finishing the stone. You really rushed up, and then you got a bunch of knights out, and then you really didn't do much with those knights. Most of these 18 kills, if not all of them, are from the last couple of minutes. That was a nice cleanup. Oh, saved by the frickin' high ground. There you go. There's your bonus, game bonus in full view. Lemmy, that was exactly my point. It was a beautiful hold. 700 stone from our Saracen means there's going to be a castle placed. But he did not need to sacrifice those knights. Monk is going after a knight. No husbandry. Crossbows are what? Doubt truly does work in mysterious ways. And by the way, hi Dagul. I forgot to say hello. I mean, what the hell is this castle? What is this? Is he gonna push it? The only explanation I can think for this castle is he's gonna try to push in on the bottom left. And this is gonna cut off reinforcements from all of this military infrastructure here on the top in this part of the Malian base. Otherwise, I honestly can't figure out why the hell he would put a castle here. Okay. Let's take a look at our Malian base, because it's been a while. All the aggression has been on Doubt side of the map recently. We're still on those 3 town centers. No relics for anybody. Secondary stone being mined in earnest to the rear. Primary stone lamed. Doubt lost to Mangonel. I mean, Mammal... Okay, look at Doubt's resources. He is definitely heading up to Imperial. Sito has the gold for Imperial. He doesn't have the food for it. Should just buy it, to be fair. Although I think he wants to get up a castle. If he wants to get up a castle, needs more than 2 villagers on stone. Although I suspect once this market is completed, those 2 will be joined by all those constructing villagers. Yeah, let me. I love that. Banter, you think it's like rigged, like the NBA and hockey and all the North American sports that always suspiciously seem to go to the final game? Camels are moving forward. No kills on them. A lot of HP reduced. And now we're going archery ranges? Okay. Ooh. Castle being built. He's going to discover the archery ranges. He might relocate that castle. Not too sure this is the best location for a castle. Doesn't really lame very much. And it's going to be seen immediately by our Saracen, who now all of a sudden discovers, or will discover, that there's no army here anymore. Oh, but there is an opening. Oh, maybe, maybe not. There's an opening? Yeah, there's an opening. This has to be open, right? Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. They do not have husbandry. He is going up to Imperial. Both of them are. Only 30 seconds behind is our Malian. This is a lot of crossbows from our Saracen, and he's going to have to ungarrison them quickly. Otherwise, the castle is going to shoot them all down when they get out of those archery ranges. Thumbring. Bodkin. Now, somebody... I forget where. I forget if it was on Reddit or Twitter or somewhere, or in the comments. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye, Knight Force. But again, Saracen's not really supposed to be going Knights. And he's an Imperial, so there's no real point for those Knights anymore. Somebody mentioned that foot archers for the Saracens with Bamaristan monks will make them basically invincible. Bamaristan is the upgrade that makes the monks heal all units within a 5-tile radius at 75 HP per minute, which basically means crossbows and any kind of weaker foot archer can be invincible. But look at this force of crossbows out of our Malian, who is going to get chemistry as well. So in the beginning I said we've got 2 camel civilizations. I don't really see very many camels. There are 6 for our Malian, which are not really accomplishing. They're still at 0 kills. Yabeto? Unique tech? Anything? Treb is gunning down A-Town Center. Packs up at probably the worst time. And gets the hell out of here. Nope, he's gonna die. Ouch. That is very sour to lose that Treb. These villagers are heading out. They think there's a nice gold patch here for them. They are absolutely wrong. Sorry, did he not see this castle before? Why did he try to move his villagers here? I didn't realize that it was going to go through the castle. Mama Luke, baby. Mama freaking Luke. Well, Mama Luke for a second, right up until the castle shot him down. These are going to be very upgraded archers in a second. Arbalester for our Saracen, who loses half of his archery ranges here. Now there's a Malian bombard cannon in the center, shelling away at his OG town center. Mick, I think they do. I've seen a lot of CBA games. By the way, has Red seen this still? He still hasn't seen this. Oh, look at this adorable little force from the feudal age. All upgraded and nowhere to go. Arbalesta should have an easy time picking off this bombard cannon. Yeah, Banter, Doubt seems very passive. That's what I was talking about earlier. He rushed up the castle. He didn't really do very much. or accomplish very much. Ouch. Oh my god, blocked by his own teammates. 1 bombard cannon and 2 crossbows for 2 arbalesters is a trade anyone should be happy to make. Except if you're on the bombard cannon side of things. Camel's absolutely dog shit at killing anything other than cavalry, so they have a very hard time. Ouch. He had bad mama luck. Oh man, you guys are so clever. Oh, he sees it. Now there's a bombard cannon here. I'm surprised there's a bombard cannon here. These villagers can chase, and if anyone's going to chase a bombard cannon with villagers, it very much is Doubt. Although I don't know if he's paying attention here as arbalesters are moving forward. Another good bombard cannon hit for our Malian, who is racking up the kills. But he, despite that, is still at half the kill count of his opponent, who en route to kill a BBC, you know, just stops by to kill a camel. No big deal. Skirmishers are the play now. I think our Malian realized, hey, once I get this town center up, I can just garrison the villagers inside and kill the villagers that way. But for now, arbalesters are running amok. 2 bombard cannons, a treb, 35 going up to 42 arbalesters. But oh no! Hi, Mackenzie. Hello, hello. You survived the heat to see Lord Doubt. For now, you're seeing Lord Doubt get absolutely eviscerated to the rear. 15 villager kills. His arbalesters, what are we working with here? 30 kills, 5 villagers. So we have ourselves a bit of a base trade situation happening. Yeah, light cavalry now, especially hussars from our Saracen, would be absolutely epic at killing these crossbows. And Dad doesn't really care about a tower at this point. He's got 23. I mean, he probably should care about a tower. It looks like he's gotten 5 or 6 kills so far. And actually, you know what? This tower did soften up the crossbows enough. There's a lot of skirmishers here. And Doubt's on move command. Uh-oh. Set it and forget it right-click mode. That being said, it looks like the crossbows have been cleared up to the rear of his base. So both players suffering some shots to the ribs here. Our Saracen is ahead 14 villagers. He's down about half the army count. And where the hell are these arbalesters going? Somebody make it make sense. Or at least help me understand it. But ching. Mammy comes out. Go to the villagers, go to the villagers. Pretty ballsy to build a tower when you know there's a treb here that gunned down your town center. No trebs for our Malian, preferring mobility over the more powerful unit. Doubt's now ahead 21 villagers. His army count, though, is incredibly low. He's been shoot off the gold, but holy moly, did he take a lot of that gold. Now he's just pivoting over here. What are you? Another ball of arbalesters. 11 kills on you. Mameluke dies yet again to the static defense. I love that the Mamelukes have little man purses. Or as a Seinfeld would call it, a European carryall. 1 ball misses, 2 balls miss. Doubt's running out of wood. Maybe not. Oh no, oh no, now it's Red's turn to just set it and forget it, right click. And here we go, light cap transition. The Saracen Hussar, pretty much as good as you're gonna get for a generic Hussar with no special features. So I don't expect these skirmishers to last very long, as I don't expect these freaking arbalesters to last very long. Although good amount of kills. Doubt's kill count at the bottom here is double that of his opponent, but he's losing expensive units. These arbalesters are cheap, but they're not free, and he's losing a lot of them to trash skirmishers. Bye skirmishers. Was nice knowing you. Mining camp sees the gold operation here. This mining camp is defunct. This one's up in earnest with 4 villagers that have a massive 42 HP among them. I think Doubt's got the resources to go up to Hussar if he wanted to. Oh, maybe not. He just spent a whole bunch of food. This is indeed a very strange match. Made even stranger by the fact that Red GG'd. Why did Red GG? Let's... I didn't think he was in that bad. Oh, yeah, never mind. He's down 50 villagers. The Arbalester transition. Somehow the pros, when they get up a good skirmisher count, they never have faith in the skirmisher. I think I have a lot more faith in that unit than the pro players do, which, you know, as somebody who doesn't play, take that with a grain of salt. But Armalian, is he really in that bad, in that tough of a spot? His army count, oh, is identical. Oh, okay. But you know what? I think he saw the cavalry transition and realized, okay, you know what? I built myself quite a little army of skirmishers, 38 of them. But what I don't have is any way to defend them except for 6 light cavalry units. Sito, no access to gold? Oh, true. The gold to the south is completely mined out. I think there's a little bit of gold here. 430, which is very, very little. He's got a bunch of stone to the north. He's got enough for another castle. I mean, if gold was really his issue, why not just sell a bit of stone? I don't know. Another thing pro players are allergic to is selling their stone in the late game. I don't know what they all seem to want to save it for. This beats that. This beats that. This beats that. Sito. Again. I'm gonna chalk this up to a bit of a questionable GG. Although, except for the villager count. Let's take a look at the stats and see, maybe we can find out what the hell is going on. Armalian did have 1 relic to 0. Takes the gold and stone, does our Saracen, but trash going to Armalian, who, in all fairness, he doesn't need to upgrade his light cap to Hussars. He just needs to get Farimba. And then he'll be gold. He'll be good as gold. 24 buildings destroyed to 90. No conversions at all. In the final kill count, 65 dead villagers to 35. 241 to 131. So Doubt getting about 100 more kills. 30 of that being villagers. Emina, nice to catch you. Welcome, welcome. Right as we are going to set up game number 4. Sometimes there's a bit of a questionable, in my opinion, GG. I think that was one of them. That being said, I'm not the player. Let's take a look. We've got Doubt as the Vietnamese on the left side of the map this time against the Persians. Okay, so you've got an archer civilization against cavalry that comes with a pretty decent attack bonus against archers. And then you've got the chunkiest battle elephant with 420 HP against the platonic ideal of what an elephant should be with 620 HP, the Persian war elephant. Let's take a look at the resources, because both of these bases look pretty cool to me, actually. Gold to the front, stone to the rear, berries to the back. Extra stone in the forward position, gold to the bottom, 1 in the forward, 1 not so much. I like the forests in the flanking position, but forward portion here completely open. And holy moly, what an open avenue of attack between these two players. And I guess this is a third forest, because the ones for Doubt look like a normal sized forest and then a bit of a Play-Doh mixed up 2 forests into 1 situation here. So Doubt, Mother Nature has provided him with a bit of security to the south. Oh, and look at this. Primary gold and stone secure to the rear. Also, a boar is over here. Has he seen both of his boars? Yeah, he has. Berries to the front. Extra stone and gold to the front. Extra gold to the rear. This is annoying, with literally nothing in the rear position of his base. Sito, at the very least, has a forest and a relic. Doubt doesn't have anything. What a weird map. There's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 forests on this map. And then a few little mini baby forests who are always very, very cute and adorable. Persians have a 57.56% win rate across all Elos and maps. Okay. I believe it. Like I said, you have an archer civilization against a cavalry civilization that comes with an attack bonus against archers. And unlike the Burmese, who have to pay for mana per cavalry to add their attack bonus, the Nightline units come with an automatic one. And so anything with archer armor out of our Vietnamese is in a bit of trouble. Although, unless you go Savar, I believe it's just a +2 attack bonus. And anything that comes out of a Vietnamese archery range comes with 20% more HP. So I wonder how those two will reconcile if we're going to see that kind of situation here. Yes, all games are Arabia in the SAX, the Shen tournament. Forward boar taken, rear boar about to get taken. Forward boar still alive. And it looks like the outline of a tusk over here. So that boar has fallen as well. Bush B. Bush B. Everybody loves. Everyone's favorite bush is Bush B. Looks like Sito is taking a bit of a gamble, going to the south first. Dowd is still pushing his deer, so he has made no effort to find his enemy. You might be wondering why. He's taking a bit of a slower approach because he's the Vietnamese. So take a look at the minimap. They start the game knowing exactly where their opponents are located. Oh no, are we going to have more shenanigans? Oh, he turns around. He turns around. He could have stopped that. Or at least tried to stop that. Two militia moving forward from our Persian. They catch a couple of villagers here, and the scout is going to run interference. I don't know that Doubt can save this villager. He says, as Doubt saves the villager. Okay. So a decent, valiant attempt from our Persian. Unfortunately, the body block from Doubt was too good. The body block of the body block allowed him to save that villager. House definitely will go down. I'm assuming once Sito finishes Loom, we're going to get to see the Roman numerals. There they are. Oh, still no kills, but take a look at the armor of the house. If you're not familiar with housing armor, perhaps not the sexiest aspect of Age of Empires, it is -2 in the Dark Age, -1 in the Feudal Age. So, and that's melee, not pierce. So it's designed to make them a little bit easier to take down with these weaker units. Although, to be fair, in a pro-level game, you usually don't see a house go down. But Doubt placed it very much in the very forward position. And so if you risk it, you got to be okay with the risk, you know? Villagers do have Loom, so even two militias and a scout will have to be tread a little carefully here. Wall off for our Persian. Well, kind of a wall off. Oh, never mind. Now he's fully walling it off. Ooh, Doubt gets as much damage as he can before the militia show up. But again, what an absolute open map to the rear. What an absolute open map in the center of the map. Aside from these large clumps of forest. Gotta risk it for that limp biscuit. And he risked it, lost the house for his trouble, and now maybe the militiamen will attract the attention of the hungry wolf. Look at the line of sight on a wolf, by the way. Oh, Ethiopian outpost much? By the way, you can see all of the Gaia, the relics, etc. Not a lot of wildlife, not a lot of anything on this map, to be fair. This is a big old open space. Oh, Spearman missing an opportunity to kill that scout. That is sour. They do 18 damage, 3 plus 15 bonus, and so with 8 HP left, he would have killed that scout. Now the villagers are... Oh, okay, now you better do it. Oh no, Sito a little bit too good with the maneuvering. A little bit too quick with the fingers. A couple of scouts might want to join in here. Help your friends out. First kill of the game, going to our Persian at the 12-minute mark. Scouts making it home very slowly. This scout literally just needs one more poke and prod. He has no melee armor against the 5 attack of the other scouts. And what's happening? Is Doubt setting up a bit of a trap? I see a flag on the archery range. Villager moves to the back while he's building that house. Oh, this might be problematic for Doubt. 0.88 movement speed, 0.9, and Spearman is usually a 1. So yeah, both of these infantry units move a little bit faster than the Villager. And beautiful discovery here by Doubt of a couple of archers moving forward. Blacksmith going up, and what, more skirmishers, I'm assuming? Yeah, of course. Skirmishers basically, except for this one scout who's essentially dead. Who's kidding who? Skirmishers are going to nullify this entire push by Sito. And Sito, seeing skirmishers, should probably not press into here very hard. Although he is just training one more archer at the moment, going up to 300 food. Doubt not banking any kind of resources. Great wall of the Vietnamese here. And again, how cool is this big forest here? Although this might be a little bit of a narrow area. Maybe with fletching, some archers can reach here. That did lose, I'm assuming, the weaker scout. No, the healthier scout, it looks like. Why is he getting pushed away here? His army is better, but there's so many reinforcements coming forward from our Persian. Town Center, did you get a kill? Yeah, you did. Weak scout on exploration duty. Weak scout, even weaker scout on exploration duty. We'll see how many relics the players have seen once those blue and red dots complete a bit more of their tour of duty. Oh, now with 2 healthier scout units, these skirmishers have to get the hell out of here. Are they going to get walled out? Oh, no, he deletes his own palisade. By the way, it looks like that militiaman from red did die to the rear of the base. Where's that dead body? Town Center still has 1 kill. 0 kills. These two, one of these 2 villagers got the kill. Okay. Both players balancing their economies. It looks like our Persian... Oh, bought food, but sacrificed a bit of gold for it. Needs just 3 more ingots of gold, and he gets them. Because our Persian is going to hit castle first. Doubt still needs... Okay, he's selling his wood. He needs a bit more food. Gets it, and immediately goes up. This is the power of counter units in Age of Empires. With only a few skirmishers, he's holding this entire army at bay. Sito does have about a 30-second advantage up to Castle Age, but with skirmishers here and against a primarily archer force, I'm not too sure he's going to really be able to make use of that 30 seconds. Scout does bite the dust. What did our Vietnamese see, by the way? Just the gold operation, the market. So he hasn't really seen anything, whereas our Persian has seen quite a lot. Gamer Legion is picking Vietnamese a lot. I never understood why, up until a few patches ago, the Vietnamese had the lowest win rate. They seem like such a powerful civilization archer-wise. They should probably not be in the lowest win rate. They're pretty decent, yeah. Oh, Lemmy, I didn't even read your message, but exactly, for the longest time, they were the lowest win rate, and then the developers sped up their economic bonuses. and so forth, and did all that cool stuff, reduced the cost of the Imperial Skirmisher. Forward Siege Workshop out of Citeaux. Forward, but not that close, to be fair. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Bodkin, Cav Archer for the Vietnamese. So instead of 50 HP, I believe these ones come with 60 HP. Which against an archer unit that attacks on a 5 is 2 or 3 extra volleys, depending on armor. So it is a pretty powerful feature to have your archers in the feudal and early castle come with 20% more HP. Oh, and he has +1 armor. So yeah, 3 more volleys now needed from an archer to kill this unit. 3 extra volleys at 2 seconds is 6 extra seconds to kill a Cav Archer, while the Cav Archer just continues to fire on you. Looks like a couple of villagers are joining the fight to the north against the scout line units. Cav Archers have gunned down all of the archers. Skirmishers joining in as well. We've got a single Vietnamese knight thrown into the mix. Who will kill who first? Skirmisher survives with 8 HP. I know we never go off topic. Oh, Zulak, we never go off topic in this channel. What are you talking about? I usually don't even read messages that are off topic. You performed a miracle? You got leaf tickets for 10 bucks a seat from where? The parking lot? I would double check the authenticity of those tickets. I don't think I've heard of leaf tickets for $10, not since 1996. All the banks, all the investment firms, all the telecoms, all of them have bought enough clumps to raise the prices of those tickets literally 20-fold. Okay, our Persian is here with knights, and remember, like I said, let's take a look. They do come with a +2 attack bonus against archers, so these cavalry archers need to be a little bit careful. Off topic. What's that? Will the knights get the monk? Will the monk get into the TC? He does not. He dies on the doorstep. Ooh, the villagers should have probably stayed in there a little bit longer. This is a bit of a serious Mangonel Scorpion combo coming out of our Persian, who has gunned down the archery range to the forward, which leaves him with only 1 archery range. It shows 2. Where's the second one? Why did it highlight this one when I click the archery ranges? That one's dead. Yeah, he just has the 1. Knights have been cleared up. Cav archers are moving to the center, probably to catch reinforcements. And now the stable is going down. 2 of the most important buildings here for Dowd have been demolished. Genuine tickets, oh. Well, that is an amazing get. You missed 1996? Yeah. Oh my god, let's not go down the nostalgia. The road of nostalgia. Therein lies damnation. You weren't born yet. Dowd has a lot of gold miners. The only thing I can think of is he's gonna buy resources, but he probably needs a few more villagers on wood if he wants to go Cav archers, who are, to be fair, running amok over here. 8 kills. Camels have closed. Oh no, that is real bad for Dowd. Camels have absolutely no armor, but once they close, that +9 attack bonus against cavalry kicks in. And for all that these warriors are holding bows and arrows, they are still just cavalry units. On the other side of the map, it looks like the siege has been cleared up by knights. A single scorpion with 7 pierce armor is left. I mean, Citeaux's army is the better one here, right? He should pretty much engage into this ASAP. Wololo attempted, Wololo denied. Or maybe not, maybe not. Oh no, this is the last thing you want to be doing, is chasing cavalry archers with villagers. Oh no. Ouch. Keep our cursor on these units. 10, 11 villager kills, 12 villager kills, and now Sito's center infrastructure, which includes a random fearful huddled monk, is in very much jeopardy. Although, to be fair, jeopardy from cav archers and skirmishers is not real jeopardy. If he trains just a single mangonel, he could potentially be very fine here. Those cav archers all died on the other side of the map. Looks like the camels managed to get those 4 kills. Sito has an opportunity to reclaim the center here. Doubt is not sending very many units out. Both players at the 30-minute mark are still off the back of 1 town center each. I miss being like a student. Not the student part, but the summer vacation part. I missed looking forward to a definitive block of time where I wouldn't have to do very much studying. And that doesn't exist as an adult. Ooh, what's inside of you? A scorpion. A scorpion and a monk walk into a bar. Doubt says hello. So we've got a game of maneuvering here. The camels are going to try to avoid the cav archers. Doubt's going to try to get as many arrow volleys off at these camels as he possibly can. He does have bloodlines. He does have ballistics. So it looks like we're going to settle into a comfortable Castle Age war because no one's banking any kind of resources at all. How many archery ranges has our Vietnamese rebuilt? Looks like a few to the rear. 3 in total now. So just a couple. The longer Sito runs around and takes arrow fire, the worse it's going to be for him. He's already down 220 HP. He's got to come up with a way to engage into this. And camels, to be fair, are the perfect unit. 1.6 movement to 1.54. They will catch the cav archers. You're just going to have to sacrifice a whole bunch of them to do it because their armor is so bad. Base of a 0, but once they close, even 3 of them are doing so much damage. 3 for 3. Ooh, Doubt adding a second town center. So a bunch of camels died here as well. 2 of them look like they got converted. But where are the monks? Zero conversions. Okay, so maybe the monk died. And Doubt, for the 3rd or 4th time, finds himself into this, inserted into a little nook here. 2 more villagers bite the dust. This has been walled in. Oh no. Whoa, did those scorpions just teleport? 33. Somebody remind me 3350. I feel like those scorpions teleported. I thought we dealt with this shit already. If that is in fact what happened here. Ouch, losing that knight is not great, but he does take out a monk and 2 scorpions for it. Palisade, house down, whatever that was here. And the cav archers are inside again. 7 kills for them, 8. 3 of those are villager kills. Perfect. Yeah, that's the one thing. Sometimes I have those. Oh. So this is a repeat of game number 1 with the Lithuanians and the Mongols, where one player went cavalry, heavy cavalry, and realized he just couldn't keep up with the maneuverability and death ball status of the opposing units. And so we have a complete reversal. Doubt takes the evens of the series. I sometimes have those dreams where you still have exams, and then I wake up and I realize I am like 2 decades outside of exams. So let's see what's going on here, because I feel like they teleported multiple times. Ugh, I don't like when dogs freak out over fireworks. There are certain like drops you can give them to relax. Okay, let's see. Knight moves in. Okay, so first teleport from here to here. Okay, 1 teleport. 2 teleport. I honestly thought we dealt with this shit already. And then I think that's it, right? Then he goes after the monk, and then he dies. I don't think there's any more teleportation, right? Yeah. Honestly, I thought we dealt with this shit. Yeah, Lemmy, me too. Honestly, it's the worst nightmare. So you get 10 seconds of anxiety when it's summer and sunny outside. It reminds me so much of exam period. All right, yeah, that'll pass with time. And then summer becomes just an amazing season where you still have to work and it kind of sucks. Unless you're like a teacher and then you don't have to work. Cav archers to camels, and the rest is pretty much not really that relevant. But what a repeat of game number 1. Heavy camels and camels and heavy knights versus the more mobile Cav archer. And good kudos to Doubt for keeping the aggression at bay here. Economy is identical. Wow. Actually identical. Wood and gold, well, there's your Cav archers. Food and stone, there's your knights and camels. 4 conversions out of 60, about 6 or 7%. 3 raisings to 1, not really the end of the world. And kill count, not too dissimilar. Both players killing a few villagers here and there. But again, I think just like Doubt saw in game number 1, Sito sees in game number 2 that he has not managed to stop the death ball. There's a few more cavalry units here. He must see them. Yeah, he sees them because they're attacking his house. And now 29 Cav archers. Wow. All right. Yeah, fireworks really mess with dogs. But then, like I said, I think there's like some certain relaxation drops you can give. It was a really rough hold from Doubt. But I think it's the same logic as game number 1, if I had to guess. I mean, I never know what these players are thinking. I mean, Doubt right now must be thinking, what the hell? And Doubt is housed, by the way, because he's Mayans, and that's why he researches Loom first. The Mayans start with 1 extra villager, and so you start at 5 out of 5. And by the time you build your house, you're basically idle, so you research Loom immediately so that you have no idle time on your TC. So we've the Mayans versus the Huns. Okay. Archers versus Tarkans. 100 HP Eagles versus Cav archers. A lot of potential ways this game can go. Let's take a look at the resources. Berries off to the side. Primary gold, nice and secure. Primary stone exposed. Extra gold exposed. And then extra stone, gold, a relic, and 2 more forests to the rear. Not a bad base at all for Doubt. But the forward hole position is completely open. And unlike last map where we had a few big chunky forests, here we've got a bit more pepperoni style thrown around the pizza, if you will. 3 forests in a very much arrow-shaped protective edge in the forward position. Primary gold exposed, although might wall this off, so maybe not too exposed. Stone to the back, gold to the back, forest to the back, 2 forests to the back. And where's the extra stone and gold? Kind of off to the side. This gold pretty much on the attack path, so some good and bad in both bases, to be honest. A bit of forward exposed resources, but I like the fact that they both have a couple of forests to the rear, because the Mayan foot archers do get progressively cheaper as the game goes on, so wood becomes very important. And if you've ever watched the Huns, played the Huns, love the Huns, you know they are very much Cav archers focused at the moment with the meta, especially on Arabia, and so they get 10-20% discounts on those Cav archers as the game goes on. EOT pro players and being housed. To be fair, a few months ago, MBL was getting housed left, right, and center. And lately, he has been absolute beast moding it and not getting housed that much at all. I wonder if MBL watches his watches the tapes, you know, like I always say this to players if they want to improve. Not that I'm coaching of any kind, but Michael Jordan used to watch hours and hours and hours of his own tapes to see where he could improve. Not because he was a narcissist, not because he liked to look at himself. Our Hun's going to discover a couple of Piggly Wigglies. Yep. Better him than the Mayan, to be fair. But the Mayan's in the collection path here. But Michael Jordan used to watch all his tapes for hours in between gambling sessions and practice. And I think pro players really need to do that. I don't know if they do that. I don't know if they all do that. Or you can just be like Hera and just play 14 hours a day until the game becomes second nature, much like breathing. None of us ever think about breathing. We just breathe. I feel like Hera and Age of Empires is like that as well. Yeah, you got to watch your own plays. And so I think MBL has been doing that. If not watching his own replays, then at least he, like I said, he's got some kind of post-it note on his computer that says, check your housing, check your housing, check your housing. What an annoying long distance push here from our Mayan. Has to go through a stone pile. What the hell was that? Deer derping out. This is a bit more of a easy line here, but both of them have their stone in the exact same shape. And in between their settlement and their town center and their deer. Frickin' deer, man. Both players going up to the next stage. Our Hun 10 seconds ahead. Sorry, our Hun 10 seconds behind because he's got 10 seconds of idle time on his TC, rather. Ooh, our Mayan choosing not to go for the last two pushables here. Where is he going to explore? He hasn't seen this part at all. So what has Doubt actually seen? Stone, gold, gold. Has not seen the gold that's up here. And has not seen the stone that's back here. Okay. And it looks like our Hun is also not going to take all of his deer. So our Hun took two. Our Mayan took... Oh, never mind. He went back. Silly, silly caster. Oh, man. If you've ever felt bad about pushing... Don't feel bad at all. These pro players screw it up all the time. Doesn't matter what elo you are. This is still very much mistakeful, full of mistakes. What am I trying to say? A push that's full of mistakes. Our Hun, Sito, yet again with a double militia play. Back home, of course, archery range. Should probably also get a stable if he wants to go cav archers for a few of those upgrades. Oh no, Sito managed to thief 200 food here. And that is very problematic for our Mayan, who hasn't even explored this area yet. Like I said, still doesn't see the stone, the gold. Should see the stone now with the spearman, right? No, he turns around and he's chasing the scout, who I'm very sure is happy to lead this spearman on a chase while his militia move in. A comedy of errors. Aye, Super Gen. What did Charlie Chaplin say? That life is a tragedy in close-up and a comedy in zoom out? In wide frame, or whatever the industry term is. Bit of a scuffle here. One villager does bite the dust. Sito gets the first kill, but he might lose one of these militiamen for it. By the way, do militia come with an attack bonus against eagles in the Dark Age? I can't imagine they do. Yeah, 0. That really wouldn't be fair. They take the high ground. And they pay the price. 2 militias for 1 villager. So 50 food and the present value of all that gathering versus... What is it, 120 food and 40 gold? Doubt is now down 1 villager. So he's basically where he would be with if the mines didn't start with an extra villager. So I'm sure he's not too super duper upset. I mean, you like all 3 meso civs, but Incas are my favorite. I think Mayans would be my favorite. I love the mobility of the plumed archer. And maybe I'm just biased because I've seen so many cool Mr. Yo games with the Mayans. Doubt, by the way, what is this? aside from the gold, he has walled himself in a very tiny, and he still hasn't seen the stone or the gold. Sito playing it very open. Of course he is. He's the Huns. He's going to have mobility on his side. The Incas are super cool, though. The Kamayuk, the Slinger. All that extra armor on all of them. Okay, Doubt's going to discover the beginnings of a wall off as he plops down to market. Inca's base looks like a horse head. Dagul, there is no Inca in this game. You mean Mayan? Kind of looks like an eagle's beak, with the town center as the eye. Doubt is balancing, quote-unquote, his economy, getting fletching. Right now, his foot archers are 10% cheaper, does not apply to skirmishers. And Sito also walling off his base, but he's getting stone at least to the rear. And an extra forest. Doubt is getting nothing. One forest is all he's going to have access to. What an odd wall off for him. Probably the least used unit line in the game. It's a shame that they are, to be honest. I love infantry in Age of Empires. I really did not like it. By the way, this is a huge mistake from Sito. I'm very hesitant to call things a mistake, but this is a big mistake. Dowd can chop this down, put his own palisade on top, and then cancel the palisade, and he has entered the base. Is he going to notice that the straggler is part of... Yeah, he sees it. So he knows where he can apply pressure now. It's a shame that infantry is not more used. It is an incredibly powerful, probably the most powerful line in the game. I mean, they do attack for the most part. The unique infantry units do pack a freaking punch. I'm thinking well, basically every unique infantry, even the ones that don't pack a punch like the Obuch, they have other features where their punch gets stronger every time because they reduce enemy armor. Looks like our Hun is going to hit Castle Age about 45 seconds ahead of his opponent. His opponent is being chased away, so not great news here for Doubt, but at least the Tiger is trying to help out. His Eagle is still here to the rear. Oh my goodness, and even though he's here, he hasn't seen any of this. By the way, has Doubt seen by now the stone and the gold? No, still does not see these resources. He is not curious at all. He is just turtling up. A barracks, another barracks. So he's going Eagles, which fair enough. The Mayans with 100 HP El Dorado Eagles, not a bad counter to those cheaper Cav archers, which are missing the last armor upgrade. Well, I guess all archers for the Huns are missing the last armor upgrade. I mean, do something with this guy. Explore. Don't you want... Doubt is very not curious right now. He is just kind of hanging out, building up his own. So Doubt obviously has a game plan, and he says, to hell with what my opponent is doing. I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want. And he's about to get hit by some crossbows with Bodkin. And yeah, with another barracks, this is definitely an Eagle play. And he's got 11 villagers. I love the double mining camp. Beautiful surface area. Hastily constructed palisades. Okay. Okay. Skirmishers and crossbows. 5 Cav archers en route. But now Eagle Warrior and chainmail armor. Yeah, I've always said Hera is the best early game scouter, bar none. There are a few games he's a little bit off his game here and there, as you know, everyone is at times, but on the whole, his scouting is one of the big reasons why he has a ridiculously good win rate. Oh my god, he's gonna find the stone finally. I mean, Hera would not discover this stone patch at the 21-minute mark of the game. Let's put it like that. Eagles move to intercept. Skirmishers are here as well. This army from Sito is a little bit exposed, and with his back to the wall, there are no reinforcements coming. You're on your own, guys. You're on your own against Eagles and Skirmishers. 2 counter units. He's trying to take the high ground. He's trying to kite and move. Dip, dodge, dive, and duck, and dodge. But can't do that against Eagles, unfortunately, as the entire army. Did Dow lose a single unit there? I don't think Dow... No, yeah, there is an Eagle here. He lost 1 Eagle for that entire army. Cav archers are moving forward, but they're not Vietnamese. They just have 50 HP. Needs to get bloodlines. He has the food for it. No, he's focusing on gold mining upgrades. No husbandry for the Cav archers. Means the Eagles should have not an easy time, but an easier time to catch up to them. And this is where things might get out of control here for Doubt. 3 barracks continually pumping out 3 Eagles. He's throwing in some siege units as well, which may be a mistake when your gold count is so low. But I think with 15 villagers on gold, he thinks he can replenish his gold very easily. By the way, has he seen the gold? No! Come on. Maybe it's just the caster in me that is upset with that, but it seems a little ludicrous not to see the gold that's right next to your base. It seems a little weird. He must have seen the forward gold though, right? Yeah, he's seen this patch. So maybe he thinks that's enough for now. Eagles are running downhill. That does not improve their speed. That is not a mechanic in Age of Empires. That would be a cool mechanic to have. Bob the Doodle, welcome. Is that a hole by Sito's Wood? Where? To the north of the blacksmith? No. Over here? No, there's bamboo. And no, there's bamboo over here. I mean, this, like I said, is a huge mistake. Doubt can cut that down, put up a palisade, cancel the palisade. Eagles are streaming to the south as well. They are at 5 pierce armor. And Doubt's moving forward, but there's no forward infrastructure, so it's going to take a while for these Eagles to cross this map. They're going for the... Okay, I mean, you have a 250 HP palisade, or you have a 2100 HP blacksmith. And he goes after the blacksmith. Sito might be in a bit of trouble here because there's no way he can engage safely into this mangonel. Ooh, good splits. I say that he engages perfectly into the mangonel. But no, he didn't lose a single cav archer to the Eagles. I think that cav archer down there died to the mangonel. Pew pew pew. Go the archers. And these are not crossbows. These are not skirmishers. These are cav archers who can move and run and attack. Unlike these guys who are just kind of hanging out. Oh my goodness. How many games this set have we seen of the cav archer being chased by a slower but more powerful unit? Stupid, stupid bamboo. Zygos, you think the relics are always in a cross shape? I don't think they are. Really? I haven't noticed that. If you don't speak Spanish, reading Zygos's message, he's basically saying the relics on the map appear in a cross shape, and he suspects it might be for religious reasons. I don't think they're in a cross shape at all. Although I'll keep an eye out. That's an interesting observation. But I'm not sure that's the case. Yeah, Sergey, I mean, the cav archer mobility is just so far. Game number 1 and game number 4 have won them the match. And it looks like in game number 5, Sito has a pretty powerful death ball here of these cav archers. He's already up to 31, going up to 35. And Doubt's aggression is over, and for the second time this game, he's got an eagle stuck in the back of the Hunnic base. That is a hot take. Zygos. No creo que es la verdad. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's true. Uh-oh, the Eagles are closing, and when they close, they can kill archer units pretty damn quickly. They have a cavalry bonus of +3 right now, and they, more importantly, rely on their pierce armor. Double Mangonel does finally land a juicy hit. No siempre es una cruz perfecta, pero es muy similar a una cruz. Zygos, I'll keep an eye out. And I'll see. I've never heard anyone make that argument before, that they're in a kind of cross shape. You need Aztecs to get a buff. Yeah. Now we've got a cavalry force to the south. We've got a cavalry force approaching to the north, which Doubt has no idea about because his vision is absolutely atrocious this game. How do plumes go versus HA? What's HA? Now the Eagles find out as the Cav Archers are firing right on them. Mangonel's on the high ground. Okay, Doubt's back with a couple of Eagles. Looks like the one over here did die in the rear of the Hunnic base. Looks like another Cav Archer died to these Mangonels, who have racked up 7 total kills. And here we go. The Hun is throwing in some cavalry units, some melee cavalry units. I'm surprised that Cito is being this hesitant. Oh my goodness, the Eagles managed to get the knight. I guess this is why he's being so hesitant. He does have another body of Cav Archers near his base. They did kill those 2 Eagles, it looks like. And now they're moving back. He can surround. He's got double the army count. He's down 9 villagers. Oh, Cav Archers, how do plumes do? They are not good against Cav Archers. A plumed archer is very weak. It has like a 5 base attack, but it moves very fast and it has a little bit more HP than normal. But the plumed archer attack bonus is against infantry. So they do not trade out very well against Cav Archers, I don't think. Beautiful splits. Mangonel is on the high ground, but the villager's a little too slow to repair. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, looks like our Hun is circling the north, but no villagers here. There's just a bunch of infrastructure. No players banking any resources. We have a lot of Castle Age action in these tournament games so far. Similar results with Arbalest? No, Arbalests do much better. Arbalesters have a much better attack than the plumed archer. Doubt's had enough. He wants a castle. Maybe we'll get to see the answer to your question. Maybe we will get to see plumed archers. 2 versus 2 and upwards. It seems to be more random, with at least 1 reliquary appealing nearish each player. That's what I also thought. You think Doubt needs skirms, Eagles, Jinx? Yeah, Sergey, there's a lot of Cav Archer wins tonight. Although never say never, Doubt does have 13 whole army count to 52. Literally 4 times less army than his opponent, but his castle is up, and we are seeing plumed archers come out, but maybe too little too late. He's got 7 gold. 7 gold. And this gold pile is, I mean, the only reason these villagers aren't dying is because Cito is focusing on the Mangonels. Now that the Mangonels are gone, yeah, good idea to garrison those villagers. Siege Workshop, University, houses. Instruction for both players. Eagles close in yet again. They do not have iron casting. Doubt does not have the money for upgrades and units, and so he is focusing on units alone. He is going plumed archers. Let's see. I mean, it's not gonna be a good experiment because there's about 1 million cav archers and only 7 plumed archers with a +1 attack. There are way too many cav archers. Welcome to the new meta of Age of Empires. I'm just kidding. Huns with cav archers is not a new meta at all. Green Tavern Gaming, welcome. Yeah, the series is even. Looks like it's going to be 3-2 for our Hun, who now has, oh my goodness, 6.5 times the army count of his opponent and 20 more villagers. If only Doubt knew where the hell his freaking gold is. What the hell? Scouting. Plumed archers with a massive 6 attack. So look at their HP. It's a little bit better than a regular foot archer at 50. The speed is better. Movement speed, I should say. Ooh, Sito does discover for the first time that there is a castle here. Oh no, the gold mining operation is now in jeopardy. And he just dumped a bunch of gold on ballistics. Yeah, don't forget that the Mayan skirmisher can be upgraded in the Castle Age with Huelche Javeliners to fire a second javelin. It's not as strong as the first one, but it's still a second javelin. The problem is Doubt does not have the wood for a huge tech switch right now. He's gone full on barracks. He's got 1 archery range. Now he's going bodkin. Oh no. Atlas, welcome. Oh, and now he's been pushed off entirely from his gold. I mean, what do you do here as Doubt? Do you try to get the... Okay, you try to get maybe some other gold out of it? Are you serious? There's gold right here. Oh my god. Not the greatest game at all. I don't know if it's the map that's bad for Doubt or if it's the fact that he just didn't scout enough to the rear of his base. He would have seen the stone, the gold, the forest. There's so many resources here. I mean, this is just a pet peeve. I mean, you can't play a war game and not explore the battlefield. You can't. You did not have to send villagers all the way here. Although now that he does have them, this is 14 gold miners. But look at the villager count now. He's down 43. He's literally down 10 times the army count. And oh, wait a second. Let's do our experiment and see. 14 to 21. Obviously, we know who wins this, but looks like the plumes do have the high ground. This is like that slapping game that's becoming more popular in the US and in Russia, where they just take turns slapping each other. Attack speed plumed archer 1.9, attack speed cav archer 1.8, so they attack faster. 8 to 7 attack, 6 range for both. Plumes has 1 base pierce armor, so better armor for the plume, not in this particular case. But still, 50 HP to 70 is a big deal. Can I check how much Sito has explored? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Sito's seen everything. There are no resources he hasn't seen to the north. No resources he hasn't seen. I mean, this is a little annoying that he hasn't seen the forest here that he could have taken instead of maybe the riskier one. But he's seen all of the extra expansions. He's seen Doubt's 3rd gold, and Doubt is not. That is very unfortunate for our Mayan, who drops towards elimination. Eagles to cav archers, plumes to crossbows. I mean, on paper, microing aside, Doubt does have the better army in both respects. and obviously 7 mangonels. Peak APM 15 seconds, peak APM a minute into the game. Economies only about 10% apart. Relic gold not playing a role. Stone going to our Mayan and everything else. Remember, Mayan resources also last 15% longer. So if you have 1,000 gold, it's actually like 1,150 gold. A little bit more wood, tiny bit more food, and a little bit more gold for our Hun. No conversions, 5 raisings to 1, not really playing a role. But with the Cav Archers, look at the kill count, just about double. And he killed 40 villagers to 16. Oh no. He should have started making scrims as soon as Sito started spamming Cav Archers. I mean, again, the Mayans do have Huelche Javeliners. Doc, it absolutely is the dumbest thing, but it's so much fun to watch. It's so much fun to watch. It's so much fun to watch these like 300-pound men just slapping each other in the face. All right, let's move on to the next one. I always like when I see those videos randomly and I go down that rabbit hole, like the doom scrolling rabbit hole. I always love when the video titles for those slapping games are like bodybuilder versus powerlifter, or like hot dog eater versus teacher, as if like any of it really matters. You just do giant ogres slapping each other in the face. Taz Everett, the game is not live. I think it was played maybe earlier today or yesterday, but this is very much a live stream of that game. First time we're all watching it, or at least first time I'm watching it. If anyone has seen it, they are keeping their mouths nice and shut for any spoilers. Sito as the Magyars in red. Doubt, who hopefully has learned his lesson about scouting, as the Slavs in blue. So we have a civilization that doesn't have any real economic bonuses versus one of the coolest economic bonuses with the 15% faster working farmers, which makes their food gathering rate ridiculous, which makes their light cavalry hussar spam ridiculous. The slapping game hurts you just by existing. Oh, Bob the Doodle. Yeah, we definitely are going to see some Cav Archers out of the Magyar, right? I mean, if Sito went Cav Archers with the Mongols, then he went Cav Archers with the Huns, he's definitely got to go Cav Archer. It's got to be a three-peat, right? I can just imagine that Saturday Night Live skit with Christopher Walken when he's like, I need more cowbell. Sito saying, I need more Cav Archer. Maybe that'll be in the thumbnail. I'll put a picture of Christopher Walken. Eric Baum, I have an AoE 2 casters going on in the background all day. If I've seen it before, it's even a secret from myself. That's funny. Oh, David Hill, thank you so much for the super chat. Like, share, and subscribe, or you'll stub your toe. Oh, is that a prediction or a curse? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I always forget. I'm not the greatest promoter. Yeah, if you're watching this and you like what you see, please do feel free to hit that like button. And if you like what you see so much that you want to see more of it, please do subscribe. For now, deer are getting pushed to their ultimate delicious demise. Yeah, it looks like both players are going to go for all of their pushables. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Doubt. With a little bit of a cocky move back, and then realizing he didn't get the last goose. The last duck goose. Let's follow the erratic path of a deer. Why the hell not? So this will be very interesting to see, because the Slavs, like I said, have one of the most powerful food-related bonuses in the game, whereas the Magyars are completely lacking in any kind. Oh no, no! The Magyars are lacking in any kind of economic bonus. And down goes Bambi. I like that Dowd is actually taking the time to scout for those extra geese. Let's see what he's actually seen. Oh, look at that. Primary gold, secondary gold, tertiary gold, primary stone, and secondary stone, and all 3 forests. So Dowd has learned his lesson. And by the way, I forgot to review the starting positions. Primary gold very annoyingly placed on a hill here for our Magyar. Primary stone also not really on the attack path. Extra stone to the top, extra gold to the bottom left, and extra gold rather exposed very much to the front. 2 tiny little arancini sized shaped forests in the forward position. A couple of balls here. And Dowd has, okay, much better coverage with his forward forests. They're more flattened than they are ball shaped. Primary gold exposed, but not on the attack path. Primary stone to the rear. Extra gold and stone to the back, and extra gold to the front. So both of them have extra gold to the front. The attack path is pretty much a straight frickin' line. And a straight unencumbered line. So we'll see who benefits from that. I would imagine it's the Cav archers with so many hills and room to maneuver. But the Slavs, can't ever really discount the Slavs. What a ridiculously powerful civilization. Infantry with trample damage. Farmers that can pump out those hussars at a lightning pace. Cheaper castles with wood replacing stone costs. I mean, it's just there's a siege. Don't forget their siege and their monks move 20% faster than normal. It is a stacked civilization from top to bottom. But to be fair, so are the frickin' Magyars. Oh, Michael Jackson pulls a little bit of a hee-hee. And is he going to get intercepted here? A little bit of maneuvering. I love the maneuvering out of these players. Oh, let me true. Let's check the relic positions now. Actually, the relic positions look like the Little Dipper. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's the handle. So I'm not too sure. Scout hanging out. Does not want to get killed here. And then this is, again, see, somebody like Hera, this scout would already have been to the north, or at least sent to the north to scout. Dowd's kind of just leaving him unattended. First blood goes to our Magyar, who with his light cav does manage to kill this spearman. And remember, losing light cavalry for the Magyar is not the biggest of deals, because they do get a discount on their light cavalry line. John Yang, we are still here for at least 1 more game. If we're lucky, 2 more games. We'll see if this is indeed rigged like the NBA. To take us to game number 7 to get those advertisers nice and loose with their wallet and their advertising budgets. So Cito is going full frontal while at the same time, ooh, he doesn't really know that the Slav is here circling. We know with this cool looking radar system that Capture Age gives us. Mike Dubois thinks that it's rigged for Gamer Legion. Well, we're about to find out. Yeah, the relics are kind of concentrated. I can't tell who has the better, closer relics. It looks like Dowd has 1, 2, 3 nearby, whereas Cito has 1. This is not really close to anybody, the northern one. This one is very close to Dowd's space. 3 kills, 0, and it looks like Cito's already gotten a villager. And it is with a scout, but oh, here we go. Dowd pops out an army. Lumberjack line gets a little bit tighter. The squeeze is on here with his house. What is this villager doing? Just staring forlornly at a tree. An environmentalist villager who is protesting being assigned to lumberjack duties. Looks like another blue unit died here. Dowd has managed to get a single kill for his part. Patrick, hello, hello. hilltop attack moving forward from our Slav. But his, his spearmen were about 50 meters behind a skirmisher, so that wasn't very good for him. So let's actually highlight and see what we're working with. 8 skirmishers apiece, 7 scouts, 2 of them basically dead, or rather 1 of them basically dead, 1 of them at half health. Never mind, make that 8 scouts against 6 spearmen. That very much goes to the spearmen. Although 2 of them are also kind of half dead. Another philosopher born to the life of a lumberjack? Yeah, exactly. Assigned an axe instead of a pen. Although, what's that famous statue, the Thinker? Isn't he sitting on a tree stump as he thinks? I think, right? Zygos, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy the casts. What is the Thinker sitting on, if anything? Bit of a move out here. This is a very big army from our Magyar, who is housed. And just now, oh no. Every time I say a player is housed, they're just finishing up a house. So I'm going to stop saying they're housed. Populations are identical. One has a little bit more army, one has a little bit more villager count. Yeah. Thank you, John. I know it's Marvel, but I thought it was supposed to be a tree stump. In any event, whatever she wanted to be growing up, astronaut, firefighter, lead female slapper in whatever the name of that slapping game is we were talking about. At the end of the day, she is a lumberjack until doubt assigns her to some other duties. Not a very democratic game is Age of Empires. Your villagers don't really get to vote on which vocation they're assigned. You told Axel philosophy was basically thinking about thinking, and he got very confused. Me as well. I had a very tough time in high school studying philosophy. It made no sense to me. Incluso cuando estoy jugando mi propia partida, escucho al stream cast members. Gracias. Y buena suerte en tu partidas. It appears to be a rock, not so much a stump. Okay. Why did I think it was like a tree stump? Maybe because I'm making shit up. Kevin, welcome, welcome. What is going on with these, what is going on with these scouts? Is Cito's APM at the 20-minute mark? 2040 should be like 1,000. I don't know what the hell those scouts are smoking, but they were derping out left, right, and center. Is it buenas suerte or buenos suerte? Suerte masculine or feminine? I can't remember. Who is going to engage into who, and is this game going to end in the feudal age? I mean, Cito's got 900 food, 200 gold. Maybe he needs to realize that. Yeah, okay, right as I say that, he clicks up to castle age. At this point, Doubt needs to lead with the spearmen. He might lose one to the skirmishers, but he'll gun all of the skirmishers down. And once they're gunned down, he can really engage into the scouts. He needs to sacrifice a few of these spearmen. There's no other way. You have to take out the mobility of the scouts. It is similar to the shape of a stump, but its texture is not like bark. Interesting. It's feminine? Okay, so it is buenas suerte. Small pine tree mods. Fair enough. Doc, that's the mod that makes all the trees look the same, right? They look like little adorable little Minecraft trees, right? What leads to the end of empires? Ooh, usually infighting. Empires generally fall from within. If I remember my Zemo quotes correctly. Okay. I mean, both players are very timid to engage here, but that's a bit of That's in a little bit of trouble. I can't imagine that he's got... I mean, very much behind this. No, never mind. He is going knights. Okay, never mind. He's going knights, and the first knight appears. Skirmisher down. More skirmishers will go down. Aliens. Mick, that reminds me of the Harry Turtledove novels, where he writes like what, I don't know what the hell even the genre is called, alternative historical science fiction. He has a whole book series that's one of my favorites of his, where in the middle of World War II, the world is invaded by aliens. And so the Axis and the Allies, they have to put aside their differences and fight the aliens together. It's a weird premise, but that's what Harry Turtledove does. Oh no! And what Cito does is slaughter Slavic villagers. 10 villagers about to become 11. Dead villagers to none. Ouch. Yes, like Lincoln Vampire Hunter, but with sci-fi. I mean, what a fantastic get there for Cito. Kills 15 villagers. Dowd hasn't even busted into the base yet. And he's just got basic skirmishers. Couple of knights fighting it out like gentlemen. Dueling. Wow. I mean, things just got real sour for Dowd. He's down 9 villagers. He is ahead 10 army count. And I think the better army count. Pikemen and knights versus... I mean, whatever the hell Cito has. 4 light cav, 3 skirmishers, 3 knights, a spearman, and almost 2 monks. Miro, this is a tournament hosted by one of Vivi's viewers, whose name is, I believe, the name of the tournament, Shen. And he put up $20,000 for a 1v1 Arabia tournament. How cool is that? Yeah, Mick, the series is amazing. Look, if that's something you're interested in, Harry Turtledove. I forget the name of the series, but it's if you look up Harry Turtledove online, it's going to be one of the first results you see there. Okay, knights are taking on pikemen to the left. Light cavalry are taking on pikemen to the right. Nothing particularly special about Slavic pikemen at the moment. Not exactly Lithuanian, not Celtic. And oh, Dowd is not... I mean, has he not explored that the south is open? Why isn't he going to the south? More inexplicable maneuvers out of DAUT. Yeah, Dowd's base is completely open. There is no wall off there. And looks like he might lose a knight. Might lose a knight. No, he loses a pikeman who goes after a knight and then dies. Okay, now he's going to explore the southern reaches of the Magyar homeland and realize that it's completely open. So attacking a pair of houses and losing half his army for it may not have been the best play here. Converting a skirmisher of all things. He gets the skirmisher. Okay. So Cito just basically doing whatever the hell he can. Okay, Dowd might get a few villager kills here. He's down 22 to 3 villager kills. Cito is pressing into the front. His villagers just now realize that there's an attack. 4 of them have died for it. This is not a serious push here by Dowd. I can't imagine it's a serious push if he knows that the south is open. Cito's going to lose this force. Dowd does have 3.5 times more army count than his opponent. Series called World War. That could be it, yeah. I don't know what to say, Sergey. I don't understand how a pro player does not explore the entirety of his opponent's base, at least the wall up portion. 2 monks is a good get here for Dowd. He's getting a lot of damage done, but of the 24 army count, 6 of it is skirmishers and 10 of it is pikemen. And they're not going to accomplish anything. Is this knight trapped in here? No. Oh my god. There's an alley. Frickin' Age of Empires. Frickin' Age of Empires. His army lead is dwindling. He's at 20 to 7. No more army streaming forward from Doubt. He is, looks like he's just kind of reinforcing at home. Ito has held to the north, although against a couple of skirmishers and pikemen and such, not exactly that big of a hold. Now the skirmishers are attacking a house, a barracks. I don't know what the hell they're attacking. It doesn't really matter. The knight's going to kill them all anyway after he's done with that one. Now Doubt is trying to return home. Does manage to snipe a knight on the way. And he has caught up a little bit in villager count. He's down 6 villagers, but our Magyar has 2 town centers. Oh no, and Doubt's going to lose a few more units here if he's not careful. Okay, never mind. Just clips a bunch of HP off of them. And the last of the skirmishers. Oh my god, before he dies, takes out one of Sito's skirmishers. Okay, fair enough. Army kill lead is 5. Villager deficit is still 7. Total populations are 63 to 60. What a very close game. Look at the scores. They are 2% apart. But the longer this goes on, the better it is for our Magyar. Even though how many villagers? Only 15 farmers. Remember, for the Slav, 15 farmers has the same output as whatever 15 plus 15% is. So basically 17 villagers on food. Approximately. And Doubt, just like the Eagles in last game, is in the rear of his opponent's base, but not really accomplishing much, and he might lose 3 knights here. 1, 2. Okay. 2 and a pike. 2 knights, a pike, and a baby. Starring Tom Selleck. That was very sour. And now the knights should be able to engage into this. 1 or 2 will die, but who cares? You clean up the pikes, and then once you clean up the pikes, you get the knights. 17.25. Yeah, okay, perfect. I fit the quick math in my head. Oh no. Is this open? I love that Sito didn't even need to go around the south end. He could have just waltzed right in. Doubt has managed to kill 14 villagers, actually, to the 24. So he's not in a super terrible position. Never mind. I'm looking at the villager count now. Now he's down 16 villagers, but he's getting a 3rd town center of his own. Villagers on food have been reduced to 13. And now you're facing the Magyar, who again, remember, has cheaper light cavalry units. Is anyone an F1 fan? I was until they ruined Vegas for me. Doubt's got to turtle up and play defensive to get back into this. And this is the last kind of base layout you want if you're trying to play defensive against light cavalry Magyars. Oh, he's adding light cavalry of his own. Finally starting to make use of those quicker Slavic farmers. Maybe Doubt has a bit too many villagers on wood. I don't think he really needs 20 villagers on wood right now. He is shooing them away. Oh, gold stone miners get caught out. Look at that, the pikemen. The pikemen are saving the day here. Oh, but Sito does manage to get 1 more villager kill. Pike very slowly waddling away. Doubt discovers yet another town center. Sito's at 3, Doubt's at 3. Has Sito caught wind of this one? No, he hasn't. Okay. Light cavalry, 4 kills. 2 of those are villagers. Oh my goodness. Look at that. 2 kills already. 4 kills. What the hell? Killing lightning quick. A bunch of monks joining into the fray as well. And now Sito has not only an 17, 18, whatever villager lead, he also has a 7 army lead, and he's dropping a castle. Luckily for Doubt, Sito has no idea that there's an expansion up here next to the gold. And Doubt, for his part, is going to discover that the castle is going up. So these 4 villagers on gold, not the end of the world to get them lamed. You do have a pile over here. You do have a pile over here. The problem is he is starting to fall in villager count, and the Mangonel is just adding salt to the wound the second the castle goes up. Oh, I don't know about this anymore. Banter, you want to change your message there? I also thought that was safe for a little while, but unfortunately the cav archers are now in here, and they're going to chase down villagers, and they're going to be so annoying. Attack in range, yeah, +2, which means they can park themselves here. They can park themselves here. Magyar Hussars. Okay, he's spending gold on that trash unit, and Doubt does not have any siege. Oh, actually, wait a second. Yes, he does. He's got a mangonel that's in here, though. Doubt. Is he gonna get a second one? No, he might get a second one now. Okay, fancy maneuvers, but it does ultimately die. The Magyar Hussar does discover. I mean, the villagers should be able to take this on. It is still, at the end of the day, just a Hussar. And the village, it takes a village to kill a Hussar. Outposts going down behind enemy lines. Beautiful. Another Magyar Hussar is somewhere. Where are you, Mr. Magyar Hussar? Okay, you're streaming forward. Ballistics now for our Magyar as well. Yeah, things are very much spiraling out of control. Look at the villager count for our Magyar. 102 to 60. And now he's got 4 times the army count. And he's discovered this town center. And he's discovered this town center. And with these cav archers, he's about to discover this town center as well. And if not with them, then definitely with the outpost. And somehow there's no action out on the map. Ooh, except right here. Yeah, Mick, check it out and let me know what you think if you end up reading it. I found the series to be very cool. Yeah, when you're playing against the Magyars, it's like playing against the Meso Civ. You really have to wall up. 48 dead villagers to 15. And the outpost, the outpost sees the town center. The town center sees the outpost. Everybody sees everybody. And Doubt has no army. 2 mangonels and a knight. Where are the mangonels? They are moving south to clear up these cav archers. He's going to sacrifice his own knight to do it. Okay. And here we go. We're back to feudal age micro. 2 units versus 1. I thought that would have hit. Okay. Maybe I'm mistaken. Where's that second mangonel? Why is it just hanging out here? Oh, and now the Magyar Hussar with a decent attack bonus +5 against siege is going to have a field day against this mangonel. If it ever moves out of this little safety nook. Looks like more raiding up here. It looks like another castle, and oh yeah, Sito takes it 4-2. Did Doubt see the castle? No, he did see the castle. Okay, so he's about to lose the only gold that he has. That's actually the only gold he has, period. This gold's been lamed. This one is no longer mineable. Has he even seen the one to the real rear? Of course he hasn't. I mean, come on. 1 tile away from seeing it. Ouch. He's on lunch break. Yeah, that GG was about 5 or 6 minutes a little bit too late. The writing was on the wall. Cav archers to pike, light cav to heavier cavalry skirmishers no one cares about. 7-minute 48, 21 seconds. Both of these players really clicking furiously in the beginning of the game. About a 20% bigger economy for our Magyar, who's shocking with no economic bonuses. About 2,000 wood, 2,000 food, a little bit more gold, and an extra 1,000 stone basically is those castles. 13 conversions out of 101 is 13% basically of the Slavic army. Knights, knights, pikemen, skirmishers, whatever the hell Sito could convert. Raisings 2-2, and let's take a look at the kill count. 53 villagers to 15, 142 to 11. Yeah, Sito just next level aggressive in this tournament. And for the 3rd time tonight, we've got ourselves a cav archer win. Last game is just an absolute prime example about why you should be scouting. This game is an absolute prime example about when you're facing off against a raiding civilization like the Magyars and you intend on the game going into the late stages. This is the last layout you want for your base. This is absolutely the last layout. There need to be wall-offs, palisade, houses, stone, doesn't matter what, up the wazoo. But in any event, neither here nor there. I'm glad we caught this set. Oh my goodness, it lasted 2.5 hours. And like I said, I wanted to cast the Viper Mihai set, but for some reason I can't find the games on AoE2 Insights or AoE2 Rex. If anyone has another website where they know to download games, let me know. But I would love to cast the Viper Mihai set. Oh, Needless, I have some bad news for you. Bob the Doodle, if you find anything, join the Discord with the link at the top and paste it in the group there, because if we can find it, I'll definitely stream tomorrow the Viper versus Mihai, because Mihai is one of these players that I think is an up-and-coming star. I think in the next 2 or 3 years he's going to be top 5. His playstyle is superb. He is such a good player. But that's neither here nor there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Can I find another random game on AoE2 Insights? You should be able to find every game on AoE2 Insights, Eric. Any player, any game. And for some reason, the set that they played today, we couldn't find any of those games. Maybe it's, I don't know if there's a Discord group set up for this tournament, but if there is, I'll take a look there as well. But everyone, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for those who've been chatting for the last 2.5 hours and commenting and hitting that like button. But everyone, all good things must come to an end, and tonight we are done. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for either this or maybe some Rage Forest tomorrow. We'll see. Oh, Edelweiss. You and Needless You. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Yeah. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm exhausted. But Edelweiss. Oh, another 2-hour arena grind. Tell us you won. M&I, it was nice to see you. Or chat with you, I should say. And yeah, everyone, have a fantastic night. Edelweiss, Needless You, thank you so much for joining. And I'll catch everyone hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then maybe the next day. But yeah, I'm going to try to find more tournament games. There are a lot of tournaments games happening right now, so it should be a fun couple of evenings. Everyone, have a fantastic night. Thanks for joining. And if you haven't done so, do hit that like button on your way out. Oh, Edelweiss, you did win. Good. Good to hear. And with that, we're going to bid everyone adieu, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Good night, everyone.